Hi there, this is Narayan again here today. So, what we are going to talk today about? As I always say, there's no requirement for the name to know anyone or anything in your life, because as long as you give a name to something or someone, then it become part of your life, and you put that thing into boundaries and limits, that because you're putting that thing into limits because that's what your mind or your thoughts are capable of thinking, because you put a label now on this one. So I always believe in no name Veda and no name uh, for any scripture or anything, because you a human being or any entity or any living being cannot be described by a name. For example, like everyone call dog a dog. Does you really know that's a dog? But now the illusion is like people are believing that thing is a dog, but it is not a dog. They give a name to that thing, so they call that thing is a dog. The same thing in the human beings. When they give the name, so they put the boundaries on that person, and the boundaries are the education part, how much you have studied in your life, and what kind of job you do, what kind of society, and what kind of country or state you belong to, even your caste. You know that all things are dividing human beings on a very big scale. That's why people like me are here to let you know, guys. Like, it's time for you guys to awake yourself. It's silly sometimes for me to talk because these things like seems like bullshit all the time, because when you live in a society where everyone is illusioned or delusioned by the money or maya, so it is very hard for them to understand the truth about their life. Because everyone is just doing 9 to 5 kind of job, and they are just busy in that routine. Even they don't have time to think for themselves what they actually are. It's a game of the patience. You need to be very patient in your life to understand the experience, what kind of experience you are having. Like, for me, there is no happiness, there is no sadness, there is no duality, because as long as your state of mind is stuck in the duality, you cannot understand the truth, no matter what you say to people. Because as I always say, 95% people. So as I always say, like 95% of the people on this planet Earth, sorry for the noise, it is what it is. You cannot get rid of that. That's what I'm trying to say, because we are living in a society where everything is fucking collapsing, But people, I don't know what kind of thinking and how this fucking word is running around, and why people are living so dumb life when they have everything. The most precious and most important thing that could be in your life is your breath that you are taking. You can stop eating, you can stop drinking for a while, you can stop anything for a while, but you cannot stop breathing. That's the truth about the living being. And in the living being, there's not only the human beings, there are animals, other species, plants. Even this big earth is a living being. If you try to see outside from the earth, you'll find out that the earth is a living being, is an organism which is living in itself by us, what we are producing, what kind of energy we are producing for this earth, and what kind of things we are producing. So you need to understand those things in your life. As long as you are willing to understand your life, it is easy for you. But if you are not willing to understand, and you want to live the life the other people are living around you because they tells you this is the truth, then you can live the life that you want to. We are here just to let people understand the meaning of life, but it's not it cannot be forced, and it cannot be impose on other people. If they're willing to understand, they're willing to understand. That's the thing. You can judge a person by his body, by his clothes, by his language, or by the color, by his caste and creed, but you cannot judge a person what's inside his mind, because they don't know what's in their mind. Like in Satyuga, why people in Satyuga, people not used to speak much more. There was no language, there were no word, because they could read the mind, they could understand what other people are feeling, because that the world was, there was a purity. But now there is no purity, it's only pollution in the ether. So it's hard for many people to practice those things, because as long as you're gonna be living in the society where everyone trying to pull your leg and they were trying to call you crazy, then how you gonna, like, see the bigger picture? So for a time being, everyone has to, live a life, normal life, where they can understand, they connect with the nature and what it is actually. You know what I mean? Instead of taking too much time, I just like to say only one thing. Like, if you want to really experience the truth in your life, what you need to do, you just need to simplify your life and being patient, and just observe what is happening around you and what other people are doing and what you want to do. What you want to do is nothing mean like it's supposed to be just an earning, and you want to be get rich, famous, and you want the name and game where the famous and everything is that. But the purity, what the purity in your life, how you gonna get that purity, how you gonna bring out that from outside? Because to be in that state, you need to kill your pride. As long as you have pride with your name, with your status, with your caste, creed, with your society, with your money, with your fame, it's because it's a game of the acceptance. You need to accept what you are, where you are, and what you can do, what you have done in your life. As long as you cannot accept, oh, then you do whatever you want to do because I cannot change you, but it's you yourself, you have to change for yourself. That's all for today. Hopefully we'll see you in the next one. Take care and Shabba Khair.